First, we have to start by asking ourselves what mental health is. Mental health is, in general terms, the state of balance between a person and their socio-cultural environment that guarantees their work, intellectual participation, relationship to achieve a well-being, and quality of life.
Mental health is reason for our attention and for a good reason. A healthy body can prevent certain diseases such as heart disease and diabetes. It also helps you to maintain your independence as you age. Mental health is a fundamental component for a person's well-being and quality of life. Hence the importance of taking care of it in order to prevent mental disorders and to ensure that those affected have access to appropriate treatment.
Mental health problems are not caused by a personal weakness. Most of these problems are due to a combination of family history and environmental, biological, and psychological factors. Mental health damage can be caused by family history of mental health problems and other genetic factors. Stressful life events, including trauma, sexual and physical abuse, abandonment, and illness, or psychological factors such as unhealthy thinking patterns and difficulty managing feelings.
Mental damage can be detected by symptoms such as sleep disorders, lack of energy, wanting to be alone, stop doing the things you like, notice discomfort or pain for those who find no explanation, be confused, having sudden mood swings, being unable to perform everyday tasks, feeling the need to hurt yourself or someone else.
We almost always take care of our mental health. Doing it correctly will help us cope with stressful situations, to relate in a healthy way to others, or to be productive, among other important aspects of life. Talking about mental health involves talking about emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand, process, and express our feelings, as well as identify other feelings and be able to connect with them.
People who receive emotional education are people who certainly can distinguish emotions, but can also control and express them in a healthy way. By controlling feelings, we better manage the situations of our daily lives and build a much more stable and peaceful life.
Besides being very useful for personal and work relationships, emotional intelligence can also be the source of your future work. An interesting fact is that most experts in robotics and artificial intelligence state that tasks that require emotional intelligence are the most difficult to replace with robots, and it will therefore become essential in the work of the future.
Emotional intelligence must be worked from an early age, since in the first years of life, children possess an important cerebral plasticity. So it is at this stage where learning is especially important for enrichment and proper development of both the cognitive and affective area. Teaching children to recognize and manage emotions allows them to increase the perception of control over those who happen to them, which is essential for the proper development of their self-esteem and self-concept.
Some ways to help yourself are taking breaks, distracting yourself from reality a little bit, like reading a book, listening to music, watching something new. Also, take care of your body, practice breaths, eat healthy, exercise regularly, sleep well, try to talk with people. You have to talk about how you're feeling. If it's necessary, you can contact a healthcare provider if stress gets in the way of your daily activities or getting so sad and lazy. The best way to deal with this problem is talking about it, going to therapy.
During the pandemic, we were forced to practice social distancing in order to reduce the spread of COVID. But it seems that a lot of people don't understand the damage that has been done during this situation.
Pandemic seems to have affected adults less compared with younger people, explaining why this problem is dangerous because of the amount of emotions they have to deal with, provoking the feeling of loneliness in a way that they never imagined. A lot of people are experimenting with high stress levels and anxiety that provokes sadness, fear, frustration, and appetite changes. Also, nightmares, headaches, pain, stomach problems are included, and this increases the mental health damage, creating mental disorders, conditions that affect your thinking, your mood, and behavior, affecting your ability to relate to others, your daily activities, increase the stress levels, or the feeling of doing nothing during the day.
We have to put in first place of priorities our mental health and try to keep going even if the conditions are bad. Professional help is always a good idea. Nowadays, it's essential for lots of people to get help from them. We have to start focusing on mental health and prioritizing ourselves, not only think about the outside, because if our inside is damaged, our outside won't work.
Among society, it is important that the inhabitants maintain good mental health from their childhood to the last days of their lives, because thus the individual will have the ability to think, manifest feelings, interact with the others, work productively, to contribute to your community and enjoy the things around.